Trev, if Kidderminster get a result against West Ham, would it be one of the one of the big FA Cup shocks?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I can't see it happening, and I say that not because the players are outrageously special or anything like that, but you look at the manager, you look at his experience. He's been there, done it. He's going to make sure no stones unturned. The lads are going to be prepared for the game like they prepare for a Premier League game, and mentally they're going to be the right place to go out on the pitch, fight to earn the right, play football to a better standard than Kidderminster and win the match. I've got no problems whatsoever.
Tell me I'm wrong here, right? Because when I know it didn't happen, but with the news that Calvin Phillips, West Ham are bidding for Calvin, and people are saying this would be great, Calvin and Declan, I'm like, For me, that was a replacement for Declan next year.
I can't see it being a replacement, but listen. I feel Declan's done a superb job at West Ham. He's 23 now. He's got great experience. He's a full international. I think he's a fully fledged.
Oh no! When I said replacement, Trev, I meant Declan. I meant Declan would move on, and Calvin would come in. That's what I meant.
Yeah, listen. I think it's going to happen. I just think the fact that West Ham, for me, won't make the top four this year. Not because they won't try. I just think they'll fall short. I think Declan Rice has shown a standard of football and performance that he deserves to play in that, and he's ambitious. He wants to play in that, and I think he's given everything to West Ham since he's been at the football club. And I just feel at the end of the season it might be the right time for him to move on and test himself.
I think it's going to happen. Anyway, Declan has worried West Ham fans. Ray, come to you. He's worried the West Ham fan this week after an interview with Gary Neville. He said that his whole family are Chelsea fans and that he's keen to stay in southwest London, and that growing up he was Chelsea through and through with John Terry's hero. Now I'm not
I was
saying,
just about to
I'm not
ask
saying
Trevor who would be favourites to get him. So obviously Chelsea would be massive favourites.
I don't know why, but I've got City in my head. People say Man United, but I think he's Pep's type of player.
Well, of course he is. He's any manager's type of player because he's top draw. You know, he really has proven that to me. I think he's kicked on again this year. I think he needs more goals in his game, but in general, I think he's improved year on year. I think with Manchester City, yeah, absolutely. You look at Fernandinho. You know, he's 37 now. He's not probably going to re-sign for next season. Rodri's done a great job, but they're going to need two in that like pivot role. So I think he would be a good fit for Manchester City.
Liverpool not need someone like Declan?
Potentially, yeah. I think Liverpool again. I think all the top clubs will be suitors because they're looking at you're looking at a top quality elite player in the Premier League who's doing a great job week in, week out. The comments that he's come out with Gary Neville, I think there was always a link with Chelsea. I feel that's the most likely place that Declan will go. He was there.
His mate's there as well, isn't he?
Ray, what do you think?
Well, yeah, I think that'd be the place where he looks at the moment. Kovacic is in midfield, isn't he? He's having a decent
Superb
season.
As well.
Yeah, he's doing really well. Jorginho,
yeah.
we know in there. They've got lots of midfielders. Chelsea, Kante.
Declan gets in that.
Oh, well, of course he does. Yeah, I think he gets in most sides.
I think he gets in all sides.
I think it will come down to the financial package as well. I'd love to see him stay at West Ham for one more year, and because he's still skipper. And I think that if he signed a good contract at West Ham, you know he's going to move on in the future. But maybe one more year of development, because West Ham hopefully will be going out to the transfer market during the summer and bring some more players in.
West Ham are never going to.
But what about this scenario though? What about if West Ham finish, say they finish 7th outside the Europe positions, they go out of the Europa League, it ends up being a bit of a disappointing season. Why? This is the way I'm looking at it. This could happen. Why would he want to stay?
Was you surprised they didn't go into the market, Trev? West Ham. I know it's difficult sometimes, and to get a deal over the line. It's not as straightforward as when we play, probably. Yeah. But was you a little bit surprised with the position they're in?
I wasn't away, especially with Ogbonna being injured and being out for the foreseeable future. I listened to David Moyes' interview, and he was saying they're pretty much apart from Ogbonna, they're pretty much full tilt. So they have got a good squad. I was because. If you get a player who can come in January and he brings something to the table, it gives the boys a little buzz. Forget about whether he's going to be brilliant on the pitch. If he's a good player and he joins that group of players, it gives the lads a bit of a buzz. So I was disappointed that they didn't get someone in on that aspect. Was I disappointed that they didn't get a centre forward? Definitely, because I think with Antonio, he struggles, doesn't he, to play every game. He's a fantastic athlete, but he can't play every game, and I was disappointed that they didn't get.
Trev, just give me a little quick one, because we've got so much coming up. We've got a very funny guy, Adam Hill's, coming up in a moment, Aussie comedian. You enjoyed yourself up in the East End of Glasgow, Celtic Park?
Oh, I can't tell you. I think the only game that I can compare it to that I've been to as a fan was the last game at Upton Park, where I think it was 35,000 seat stadium. There's about 40,000 in there. I don't know how they got in. The atmosphere was incredible, and they won 3-2 against Manchester United. That was the last game at Manchester. Anyone that was there will understand what I'm talking about. Celtic Park, Parkhead was exactly like that. It was bouncing. The Green Brigade with the flares at the beginning of the game, the actual game itself, it blew me away. I've got to be honest. It was absolutely. So
that brings me on to how good was Jota first half?
Oh, superb. Juranovic was brilliant. I thought the boy who scored the two opening goals, Rio, did exceptional. You know, he looks like a superstar already. You know, the way that he's affected and brought so much to the team. The intensity, I was so impressed with the manager. I spoke to Joe out a couple of times, and one of the things that he highlighted to me was the intensity in training is unbelievable, and the manager wants to win. So he's gone in there with loads of enthusiasm, loads of intensity. The lads are all behind him, and as you can see from the performance, they absolutely blew Rangers out the park.